on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, here's an option right. A nice little juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Cohen.
Complete.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That's good. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now a give right side. Wilburn. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And the Rams at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, Blackwell. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Wilburn. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After one. Nothing on EA Sports. Second and 8. Back to throw. Blackwell. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. A give up the middle to Akers. They find some open field here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cam Akers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw on second down. Blackwell into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Matthews. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on second down, Blackwell. He finds Matthews. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2nd and 4. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They run it. It's Matthews. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another shot from Matthews. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back now in Los Angeles. Working with 2nd and 5 now. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, Blackwell. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays. And takeaways, but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
a gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. A first down carry for Matthews. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Matthews. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Coming right, this is Matthews. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run middle with Matthews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on 3rd down, Blackwell. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Giants leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Giants and the Rams on Thursday night.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Walters. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Try to turn the corner, but they... and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Walters. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. First down, Giants.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They start the drive with Matthews. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Blackwell. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Dealing with a 3rd and long, they'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The first down pass.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself,
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a
rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off play action. Blackwell. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Matthews up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown! I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
3-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This
touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 3. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out, and the Giants get a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Giants 14.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blackwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And a handoff to Matthews. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Rams get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conviction.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Giants 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New York set to take the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It's a pickup of 12, second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That one caught by Ellison. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now a second down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Walters. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And some room to roam now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now out come the Giants.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Number 89. It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down,
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New York.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.